The area south of Oban has since the 60s become a bohemian haven with philosophers, craft people, musicians and like-minded folk, all drawn to the coastline's atmosphere and beauty, dubbed the left bank of Argyll. En route to Seal Island and Easdale, an estate road leads to a truly magical place, Ardmaddy Castle. The castle originally dates from the 15th century and was a MacDougall stronghold. The castle was to become another of the Earl of Breadalbane, who owned the slate quarries and used the castle as a base in the area. Today the gardens are open to the public and the setting overlooking the Isles of Seal, Lings, Scarborough and Jura are simply breathtaking. The formal walled garden is lined with a fine collection of rhododendrons, azaleas and climbing plants. Paths lead to a water garden and bluebell woods with some rhododendrons more than half a century old amongst the mature woodland. A number of self-catering holiday cottages have been refurbished on the estate. These include former gate lodges, stables, farmhouses and workers' cottages, and even include a romantic island, Torsey, offering not only a delightful holiday home, but the unique opportunity to be the sole inhabitants of your very own West Coast island. The Atlantic Bridge leads to Seal Island, built in 1791. A single arch spans the 70-foot tidal street of Clachan Sound. An attractive stone bridge whose masonry is home to the fairy foxglove, a rare pink flowering plant which seems to like the lime-rich mortar, a plant normally associated with the mountains of southern Europe. The tiny island of Easdale lies off Seal, and this area is renowned for its slate deposits. At its peak in the year 1860, over 7 million slates a year were produced. During the Great Storm of 1881, a giant tidal wave flooded most of the quarries. Just 880 yards by 700 yards, the island is reached by a 500-yard ferry trip from Seal, itself a feature and tourist attraction for the last 100 years. It has no roads or cars, just a grouping of attractive, listed, whitewashed cottages and iconic community hall. The World Stone Skimming Championships is held on Easdale every September and attracts media and competitors from all over the globe. The Easdale Folk Museum tells the story of this once busy wee island with many interesting photos, objects and mementos of this bygone era. Housed in a former worker's cottage, indeed all the local population live in these lovely cottages, much as they would have done during the island's heyday. Another reason to visit is the Puffer Bar and Restaurant, named after an old puffer for many years moored in the harbour. Fresh local produce is another feature here. The best from the West, with home baking, local seafood and home cooking and much else on offer. Good beer, a range of malts, fine coffee and teas are all available, itself something of a feat, as they must have been carried by hand from the ferry, and all served by the friendly local staff. This is the heart of this tiny but vibrant community, and that elusive magic of island life is here in abundance. Another world, a parallel universe. A strange thing seems to happen when you take the short ferry ride that is difficult to express. However, it is deeply relaxing and a real tonic from today's hectic lifestyle.